Good evening, everyone. Poultry represents 3.7% of animal protein consumption in the country. The market in our country is a little bit unregulated, and the prices given to the farmers mostly do not commensurate their production cost, thus discouraging the people we are calling the smallholder. Because since we've been talking about resilient, we're talking about smallholder. And I think the smallholder now needs to move to the next stage, coming out from being a smallholder now to someone who can sustain a family and sustain other families. And having come from a family whereby my mom was a smallholder, and up to date, I sincerely see her still as a smallholder, and she was a smallholder just to feed us. But even after we grew up, she needed to change the attitude of being a smallholder and now even to feed other people. And that's the challenge that we have when we call them smallholders, and they grow with that attitude that I'm a smallholder. The demand for poultry in our country is increasing due to population growth, urbanization, and increased per capita for disposable incomes, and Kenya adopting health lifestyles. So as Kenya adopts health lifestyles, then Chicken Choice, we say that we believe in more meat, less fat, as our slogan. That's the journey that that we go through. So ours, we don't only stop at production of the live chicken. We go all the stages until we make sure that a safe product is put at the table. There are some challenges that we go through from farm to fork. But before I focus on the challenges, I'll want to give you a brief of how Chicken Choice started. I worked for Kenchik for 9 years as a production manager. And during the production, you see so many ladies at the gate waiting for the low-end products of the chicken. That is the liver, the gizzard, the necks, the feet, and the heads. And there was not so much concern about how they are given to them. They'll be given in bulk in form of a big, like 20-kilo bag, then go and handle it thereafter. The transportation system from the factory was through the public means. So they'll put at the backyard of the public taxi. So number one, food safety is not guaranteed. So one of the things my boss told me is he wanted me to get rid of those people from the gate because they were a nuisance. Then I thought, getting rid of these people, I'll need to focus where they are coming from. So they were coming from the bottom of the pyramid. That is what we call in our country slum areas. Here I heard they are called shanties. So I decided that in order to move with them in shanties, then I told my boss, what if I take these products they carry and process them further? By that I mean like the feet, we clean them, and the heads, we clean them. The other products, we clean them and pack them into small portions. And so that we had now to get a drum-type plucking machine from South Africa to clean those feet and remove the outer skin. So when we did that, then we had to establish the shops within the areas where they were coming from. So we started with 1 shop, 2 shops. Currently, we have 10 shops within those slum areas. So we've invested in putting up the fridge within their areas. So we guarantee them now of supply, the food safety in terms of cleanliness. So, but beside that, we've had challenges within our business. So one of our challenges is that we have high input costs and availability of stock. Sometimes by the virtue that the chick, we are being supplied by the big organization. Sometimes when they have higher demand, they'll deny the people like us. So with that then, we have to, number one, negotiate and come up with a contract to ensure consistent supply. Recently, last year, we were hit by the prices of feeds went up by 50% by the virtue that all our feeds were subject to value-added tax. Whereas in other countries, when you read articles, they are trying to give farmers subsidies. Until last week, after lobbying so much, then that VAT was exempted. So basically on that fact, we had now to form what we call the Kenya Broilers Producers Association, which I initiated, and I'm the Secretary General of it, to ensure that we lobby more to the government for the farmers to get subsidies. We've had issues of electric and expensive electricity and fuel cost. Because number one, we've invested in a refrigeration system within our shops, and within our go down, we have a refrigerated system which can keep 20 tons. So with that, we have had that challenges. We have disease challenges. which now we have to keep on monitoring to make sure that biosecurity is strictly adhered to. The poor infrastructure, number one, you realize that where our shops are located is within the bottom of the pyramid. So accessing those areas sometimes becomes difficult. We have distribution challenges in terms of maintaining the cold chain up to where the shops are located. Then there is expensive credit facilities to grow the business. That has also been our challenge because you have to go to the banks that the interest is as high as 23%. Then storage technology. On top of investing in that, we also have too many uncoordinated government levies, whereby there is a levy on the chicken, possibly from one county to another. And that also has been a challenge. And besides those challenges, we've focused on those challenges. And since we need to grow, we've partnered with GAIN, Global Alliance for Improved Nutrition. And they'll help us to see how we can overcome some of the challenges and extend more and get more coverage in terms of our product. Because like currently we are giving like 120,000 people, and we want to target to hit almost 500,000 in the next 2 years. We need policies to focus on the challenges to the poultry industries. The policies will ensure production of quality feeds and subsidized inputs, market structures to curb losses and exploitation, that is linking farmers and value addition. With value addition, since now we grow on poultry, we make sure that we remove the boneless, the wings, and the drumsticks, sell to the higher-end market. Then when you lift the chicken back, you're able to sell it at a lower price to the bottom of the pyramid. Then we have enhanced biosecurity, development of appropriate local breeds based on traits of socio-cultural importance, increased financing to farmers, that is more budgetary allocation to that, enhancing capacities to authorities and organizing workshops for farmers, youth, and community organizations. So factors that has led to the resilience is positive attitude that has helped us to see failure as a form of help feedback. We also have been optimism and passion, because number one, we have the passion that we are changing the diet of the person at the bottom of the pyramid. So that passion has made us move on. Changing lifestyles, hence more people appreciating white meat. Yes, opportunity to contribute to the percentage of the animal protein in our country. So those are some of the factors that have led us to be more resilient in our business. We contribute to food security by diversifying diets through provision of chicken products, that is source of protein and iron, to the bottom of the pyramid in the populated areas of Nairobi and its environment. Number one, within those areas, majority of the people that are left at home are ladies and children. So they are able to access, if it's chicken liver, as low as $0.25 of a dollar. That's the much we go. So what we also done is that we've put what you call digitalized scales. So they are able to buy what they have. So when they come to the outlet, they don't ask, I want 1 kilo. No, they come with the money they have. So they buy what they can afford with their pocket. So mostly they divide what they have in their pocket for the evening meal. So we're empowering women through the demand and supply chain. That is, some of our contracted farmers are women. So we are trying to empower them. Then there's making chicken protein affordable. So that's basically what we do as Chicken Chase. Thank you.